McCain is prepared to offer $1 million to the individual or individuals who proves that their fairy tale, their religion, their dogma, is real and authentic and authored by some sort of ethereal creature. Now, rule 1. You may not use any of your dogma to prove your dogma. And one caveat: no one has ever offered any secular proof of God or gods. Ever. Ever. Now, you'll have to actually consider that before meandering around aimlessly and throwing out verse from your dogma. If you're going to do that, just say goodbye now, because whatever you submit, we will reject it instantly. So let's be clear on the rules. You may not at any time inject, use, or rely on your own dogma to prove your dogma. You may only use real proof. Now, an example. Say you're trying to prove that 1 + 1 = 2, and you're trying to demonstrate it with visual proof. You could take an apple and a second apple and show how the 1 and 1 = 2. It has to be real, scientific, observable proof that is self-evident universally. That means if you're presenting Christianity, at no time may an Islamist, a Muslim of any of their sects, question it and say, I believe mine is real and yours is fake. When that occurs, you've both erased each other, because neither one of you has offered secular proof, evidential support. If you went into a court of law as the claimant and you said, Your Honor, this defendant damaged my automotive vehicle, and the judge said, provide proof, and you say, I just did. I told you they damaged my car. He would say, get out of my courtroom. You would be responsible for paying the defendant's court fees as well as your own and any other costs that the court incurred because of your ignorance or stupidity. So, either offer real, solid, universally accepted proof, demonstrable proof, or move along. So, we will now take submissions for your attempts, either in the form of a comment. We will not review videos, by the way. Either in the form of a comment or a message sent to us that we will review. We do not have time to review your videos. We have very limited time, and this may generate an extreme amount of inbound traffic. So, we are prepared to read whatever submissions you make, as long as they do not include any religious dogma in them. Once you start using your dogma to prove your dogma, your submission will be rejected immediately, and you will no longer be in the challenge. And again, the most important thing, you will be the very first person or people to ever do this successfully, if you do it. Which we'd say your chances, percentage-wise, are 0 or less. But go ahead, send them in. If you are able to prove that your specific dogma and your fairy tale god actually exist, which would be like proving Santa Claus is real without using Santa Claus's stories and fables, then you'll have won $1 million. So, give it your best shot. We are very excited to hear some of these responses. And here's an example of what people think is proof. So we'll give you an idea of what will be dismissed and rejected instantly if it's submitted. Things like this. Again, give it your best shot. If you happen to prove the impossible, we're happy to write you a check for $1 million, or a cashier's check, whichever you prefer, or we'll even do cash. If you're able to do it, we'll do cash. How's that sound? Go ahead, give it your best shot. We look forward to the gales of laughter that you will receive not only from ourselves, but from the world of educated, sound, sane minds. Keep in mind, if you don't have real proof, potential support that's universally accepted by as provable and true, you lose. So, if one person says, I don't believe it, you lose. But go ahead, get into the game here and give it your best shot. Tell us your God is real, but then provide real evidence, like a DNA sample, or have it write the responses to the challenge. Perhaps it can prove itself real. Go ahead, send them in, they should be fun.